Righto guys, just want to welcome you all to another Wise Choice Systems build. This time it is in the Silverstone Raven RV-02 and it is an Intel build. The first thing you'll notice is at the front here is it's quite a smooth finish. It does come out to a slight little point just here and it is angled off on the edges just here. Now at the front here we do have the DVDRW combo drive and then the Blu-ray drive. If you have a look at the top here, you will notice that there is the reset and the power, the two USB and the headphone mic jack. Now we'll keep going with the top because you're about to notice something very different about this case. Is if we pop the top off, which I'll do now, just like that, it pops off. See, it's quite easy. You will notice that there is your DVI cable and your mouse cable and everything like that. So with this case, the Mobo actually mounts upwards, I guess you could say, instead of the back of the motherboard facing out. Obviously the back of the PC, it faces out the top. So you've got your graphics card and then you've got the back paneling of the motherboard, and then down in here it's in quite a dark hole in there, and as you can see there is the power supply. I do actually have my son holding the light here with me as well. So what I'll do is I'll put that back. Oh, and we're also running a thermal take. I think that's the TT 1225 fan up there as well. What we'll do is we'll put the top panel back on and then we'll show you the side. Okay guys, so here's the side of the case. As you can see, it's got a nice little Silverstone label just there, and then you have a massive window just here where you can see right inside. Now we'll just quickly go to the back of the case here, or well, what would normally be the back of the case, and you do have a filter here, and then just in there is obviously the back of the bottom of the power supply. So that's obviously filtered and it just clips in and out, which is quite handy. Now I'm going to try and see if I can get you underneath the case here and show you the water cooling. Now as you can see just there, I am holding this on the angle guys, but there's your water cooling grommets just there, so that if you wanted to run a radiator, I'll show you where you can pretty much sit it, and then you can run your piping straight out the bottom, and then obviously you'll notice that there's some filter sections just there and then back onto the side. So what I'll do is, to take the side panel off, you do actually have to take this off, and then this just pulls forward and slides out. Okay, so now what we'll do is we'll go into this case in a little bit more detail. Down here you will actually see the Silverstone fans. Now there is 3 of them, and what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to turn this on now. Am I? No, I'm not. Probably because I've turned it off at the power. So let's have a look here. There we go. My trusty assistant there turning it on at the power supply. Now these 3 fans move an absolute butt ton of air. Now, and they are actually filtered, so just here, if you just slide the filters out, it's quite easy to do, as you can see. And then there's the filters there. Now these, I'll put this in here so you can hear how much air. Now guys, that's on high. And this is down on low. So even on high they move a fair amount of air, and on low, they move a fair amount of air. So yeah, now over here you have your hard drive caddies. Now I'll see if I can get the light to sort of shine in there, because down in there is the SSD, and then we do, in fact, I'll try and take out this one here. It just unclips like that, and then in there you'll actually see is where we have the Seagate Barracuda 1TB hard drive, which is running as obviously as a slave. This was actually quite fun to build in. So you can see that this is where all your front panels are and stuff like that. So you got your right up top there, you got your front audio, USB, and then your power on, off, reset, and everything like that. and then it's got a lot of cable management, so there's a nice little hole here where we're able to run it through, and then obviously up there your optical drivers where you could run it through. You can either run it high or low. Obviously we just sort of dropped it through there at the moment. Up the top here, where your top fan is, and the back of the fan controller, obviously also just drops through that little hole at the back there. So everything was really easy. You've got, you know, little holders there if you need it, and then you've got a nice decent sized hole down the bottom here if you need it for the power supply cables and everything like that. It was really nice to build in. As you can see, there's plenty of room sort of to work around and everything like that. And those fans just move an absolute remarkable amount of air. I'll see if I can get you a feel of how much air this CPU cooler moves as well. I don't know if that worked or if you heard it, but it seemed like something to do anyway. Now, as you can see, we are running the Strike X 1100 watt power supply. We also do have the Noctua. Now, it's the C14. It's the NH-C14 CPU cooler. We are then running the over here, which is your graphics card. Let's see if we can get some more light in there. There we go. I'm trying to get the view on there. There it is, Saphire. It is a Saphire HD card. It's a Radeon 6770. And then we're running the Intel Core i7 processor. It is the 2600K unlocked. And the Mobo is the Z68MA-D2H-B3. And then obviously it's got the OCZ Agility, the Seagate Barracuda hard drive as well. It will be all in the comments. Anyway guys, this has been another Wise Choice Systems build. It was a very nice case to build in. I would definitely recommend any Silverstone case, and as usual, if you have any questions, please feel free to post a comment or get in contact with me. It's been another Wise Choice Systems build.